Ciao, my name is Lucia, and thank you so much for tuning into the GreenOlive cooking channel. I created this cooking channel so that I could share with you some of my simple Italian traditional family recipes. And today, I'm going to show you guys how to make pizza dough. Everybody thinks of pizza in Italy, they go hand in hand. And pizza dough is really simple and easy. So that's what we're going to be learning how to do today. And if you haven't done so already, please go ahead and hit the GreenOlive subscribe button so that you get all my family recipes as I release them. Also, if you would like to, go ahead and hit the like button if you like Italian pizza. Pronto? Allora andiamo a cucinare. So what we're going to need to make the pizza is a cup and a half of warm water, about 115 degrees, 2 packages of Active Dry Yeast, about 3 teaspoons, a pinch of sugar, 2 teaspoons of salt, 4 cups of flour, and about 1.5 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, plus a little extra for coating. First, we need to get our yeast ready, so we have our water, pinch of salt. We need salt for the yeast. Add the yeast. Salt actually helps feed the yeast, and this is a good way to tell if your yeast is active or not. So we're just going to let that sit, and after a few minutes it should create a foam on the top, meaning that it is a live yeast and it'll be perfect for pizza. So now we're going to make our dough. We can see that our yeast is ready. It's alive because it's got that nice little foam on top. So it is 4 cups of flour, but I put 3.5 cups in here just in case I don't need all 4 cups. So I'm going to add my 2 teaspoons of salt, and you just want to kind of whisk that up just to kind of get the salt all incorporated. And then I'm going to add about 1.5 tablespoons of oil to my yeast water mixture. And now I'm going to add all of that liquid in, and you want to make sure you scrape to get all that yeast in there, because this is what's going to help get your dough nice and risen. And I'm just going to go ahead and mix all this together. And you could do this in a food processor or any kind of a mixer that you have a dough hook with. That would be fine. I like to kind of start in the bowl just because there's so much liquid and I don't want it going everywhere. And once it pretty much comes together, I will then go ahead and put it on my bench. All right, and so now I'm going to start mixing my dough. And you need to work the dough, and you kind of get it all together, fold it in half, push it out with the heels, and give it a turn. Fold, push, and turn. Fold, push, and turn. And just keep doing this, and go ahead and just pick up all these little shaggy pieces and work the dough. And if you find your dough is just getting a little bit sticky, just go ahead and take a little extra of that flour, put it on the bench, and just work it in. So now as we look, we can see that it's pretty much smooth, and that's exactly what you want. So we're going to bring our bowl back. Don't worry about it not being cleaned out. I'm going to add some oil all around the bowl just so that our dough doesn't stick. And I'm just going to kind of coat it in oil. And I'm going to put a plastic wrap over this and let it sit for about an hour so it rises. So we'll see you back here in an hour. Okay, so now you can see our pizza has risen. It should sit anywhere from half an hour to an hour. Our pizza's gotten bigger in size. So we are now going to add some flour to our bench. And you can see I never did use all 4 cups of flour. I didn't need it, so that's why I was saying it was good just to use, you know, about 3.5 cups and see what you needed from that point forward. Now I'm going to dump this over. You can either make one really big pizza or you can divide this up. And so I'm going to actually divide this up into 4. And I'm going to make a small pizza, which is called a pizzetta. Let's just set this aside. And you can go ahead and deflate it and kind of get it into a round circle for our pizza. And you don't have to worry about it being perfectly round. This is homemade, it's rustic. I've got my rolling pin with my spacers on, just so that it's going to help me keeping the dough even thickness. And I'm just going to move my rolling pin around just to kind of get that round shape that I'm looking for, or at least close to round as possible. Again, this is a rustic pizza, and that's what makes it so wonderful, is that because it is homemade. All right. I know it's not perfectly round, it's kind of square, but we're going to go with that. So now I'm going to take my dough, kind of put it onto my rolling pin here, and bring over my pizza peel. Again, I'm going to put lots of flour on here because I want this to be able to shake off when I put it in the oven. And I'm going to roll out my dough on here. And we're just going to get off any of the extra flour on top. Now we're going to go ahead and dress our pizza. Now this particular pizza, I'm going to make what's called a tre formaggi pizza Bianca, which means 3 cheeses. It's a white pizza. And so to start off, we're going to add some olive oil. Pizzas in Italy are, you know, very plain. It's not like in this country where it has a lot of sauce and a lot of cheese. All right, we've got some olive oil on there. Now we're going to go ahead and add some Parmesan cheese. And you can pretty much add any type of cheese that you want to add on here. We're going to add some fresh ricotta on here as well. One of the things I love about pizza, my parents actually had a pizza place, pizza parlor, that when I grew up as a teenager, and every day after school I'd go and help out, and of course I got to have pizza every day, and people would always say to me, aren't you tired of having pizza every day? And pretty much no, because I could put whatever I wanted on a pizza. My pizza was always different. I love the pizza. Those are some great high school memories of working at the pizza place. Now I'm going to put some fresh mozzarella on here. Just take it out of that liquid, and you can cut the pieces as thick or as thin as you want. I'm just going to do a few here. You could also use the grated mozzarella if you want, but I like the fresh mozzarella. And we're just going to place them all over our pizza, and if we need a few more slices. You can also add fontina cheese on here. You can even do blue cheese, any kind of cheese. There's no limit to the cheese you can put on here. All right, and I see one more little space. And now we just need to store our fresh mozzarella back in here. If you want, you could drain the liquid, and you can actually put fresh water in here and just a pinch of salt, and that would be fine too. If you want to put fresh water for the mozzarella to stay in, but it does need to stay in the water. So, like I said, you could drain it or just put in fresh water with a pinch of salt. Now we're going to add our herbs, and I've just got some thyme here. I'm just going to break them off and just sprinkle the thyme on. Again, you can add whatever herbs you want. You are not limited to herbs. We're going to add a few rosemary. Make it really earthy. And last is I have some oregano that I have dried from my garden. Pinch of that on. And I'm going to top it with a little bit more Parmesan cheese. And I'm going to give it another dousing of olive oil on top of the cheese. And there is your pizza Bianca con formaggi. So you just want to make sure that you can move it on your pizza peel before you get ready to put it in the oven. And so now let's go ahead and put it in our oven that we've preheated to 450 degrees. See, I have a pizza stone in here. Again, my oven has been heated to 450 degrees, and I'm just going to put the pizza on the pizza stone. And we're just going to let that cook till it's nice and golden brown, and depending on the how brown and well cooked you like it, anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes, maybe even 25. All right, so we can see our one pizza is ready. Oops. We'll take that one out. And we can see we got a second one started in there. And we're just gonna put that on the cooling board. So we have this beautiful homemade pizza. My husband likes it crispy, so it is a little bit more well done than I would prefer. But this is the pizza that he likes, and so this is gonna be for him tonight.
Hon, you made my favorite pizza. It's nice and thin, just like they do it in Italy.
I know, right?
Way to bring back the memories. That was the best pizza in the world.
Okay, honey, go ahead. Take your piece.
How about 2 pieces?
Okay. You can see that pizza stone gave a nice crunch on the bottom.
Delicioso.
You can taste those herbs. There's your pizza, honey.
I'm the luckiest guy in the world.
Thank you.
And cut.
So I hope you give this pizza a try, and I hope your family loves it just as much as mine does. I will include all the links and the recipes below, but you can also go to the website www.greenolivecook.us and get a printable recipe there on site. Until next time, ciao, ci vediamo dopo.